Hang on. Wait, are we recording?
Yeah.
Oh, it's recording. All right, so it's recording. Thank you all for being here. Episode 120 of Cal Cagno Radio starts right now. I want to thank all the people. What is that, Michelob Ultra?
Michelob Ultra.
I want to thank all the people, the 15 people as of this morning that have taken the time to watch the YouTube video of us Skyping doing the podcast. Now,
Yeah.
Joe was the one who did the math real quick and realized, I'd watched it twice. How many times did you watch it?
Probably 5 times.
So that's 7. So the 7 or 8 people that actually watched it, I want to say thank you for you watching it.
Thanks, guys.
Did
Absolutely.
you, after watching it, did you change what was behind you?
Yeah. So last time I was in Mia's bedroom, and now I'm like in our downstairs, like living room, family room.
My question is, do you think after how fat my face looked on the last one, because even Wendy was like, "Wow, your face is kind of fat." Like, you want to let me know. Do you think on this one, people will be like, "Well, maybe you shouldn't be drinking regular Dr. Pepper. They make diet, you know."
Right. That's why I'm doing just a couple of carbs.
I'll be honest with you. I had a couple of beers before I came on here at about 4 o'clock. I decided to start the weekend off right. So it is Friday night when we're recording
Yeah, me
this.
too.
We are in, I guess, week 2, week 3 for some people of the quarantine. How have you guys been holding up so far?
We've been holding up good. We've been holding up good. I think everybody kind of gets on each other's nerves at different times of the day.
Yeah.
So I can see that. I was outside playing guitar earlier, and my youngest, Evelyn, was dancing to the songs that I was playing.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so she's out there like a little ballerina dancing, and I'm playing. And then like my neighbor who lives across the street, who's a great guy, he has such cabin fever. He came out, sat on the sidewalk like 40 feet away with a 5-gallon bucket and started playing started playing the bucket.
Were you like, this could be the start of something amazing?
Yeah.
We could take this on the road. If the yodeling kid could do it at Lollapalooza, why can't we do it?
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, oh, this is good. So,
at any point, did he look at you and you look at him and him be like, what key are you in? Like,
he was like, hey, bouncy C, watch me for the changes. I was like, take me home, Spartacus.
What is that from?
That thing you do.
No, isn't that also in Back to the Future? Give me something else. Watch me for the changes.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
as
totally.
Be like 2, 3, 4. What song does he play?
Johnny Be Good.
Hey, this is your cousin Melvin.
Hey, back where I'm from, this is an oldie.
Yeah, your kids are gonna love it.
That's what I feel like now. I kid you not. I have an acoustic guitar. I'm out on the porch playing Blink 182 songs, and Evelyn's dancing around as though I'm playing like classical guitar. But like she has no clue. Like Blink 182's Damn It, like on acoustic, sounds amazing. And then I'm just kind of like singing along with it. And she's like dancing, like doing all this like, crazy ballet like stuff to it. It was great. Like neighbors are walking by just laughing. And
you're like, the timing and structure, did you hear? He slapped her. You don't know what to do.
I always go silent on that one. Did you hear? Mm-hmm.
You hear? He gave her a compliment. You just go straight in that. You're like, you're my little girl, and I don't want anyone to slap you.
Right.
Anyway, thank you everybody for listening. We got some record listens for the last podcast that we did, episode 119. Again, working through how this all works with the new era of not podcasting in the same place, but we do appreciate you being here. I saw today that, and again, we aren't really going to talk about Corona too much, but we do want to talk about a few things. Excuse me. I saw today that they want you to put your groceries in your garage for 3 days after you get back.
Yeah.
Because that'll kill the virus. But here's my thing. Have you been grocery shopping yet? Because that alone is a nightmare without the fact of having to put them in my garage for 3 days.
I went this morning.
Oh
So this
God.
morning,
Okay.
I got
Where'd
I
you
got
go?
paid today, so I had to go grab some stuff. I went to Hollywood Market in Troy.
Okay.
So here's my thinking.
Which isn't big. It's not huge.
That's my point. That's my point. Oh my gosh, that's my Regis. I can't believe it. That was awful. But anyway, that's my thinking. Is everyone's going to Meijer, everyone's going to Kroger, everyone's going to Costco.
Walmart.
So yeah, Walmart. So I'll dip in and go to Hollywood Market, which is small. So it's just a small little place. They were out of like toilet paper. They were out of toilet paper, paper towel, and flour. Other than that,
flour is the thing that you can't find.
yeah. Because people are like, we need to make manna. People are like, dear God, we need to make manna. They need like unleavened flour. Because it's apparently places can't bake bread.
Yeah, we're going full biblical times. People are like, if we're going to be stuck home alone, we're going to be baking bread. Mom, do you know how to bake bread? Shut up.
Does anybody know how to breed locusts? We need locusts. And
here's
so
what
I was there.
Yeah, I need locusts. I need honey. I need gnashing of teeth. Anybody know any of that stuff?
Anybody.
Also flour.
Anybody. So, yeah, so I go there. And it's literally like something out of like the French Resistance, right? I show up, nobody's making eye contact. It's pin drop quiet. You can hear a mouse fart in there. Nobody knows how to act around each other. Everyone like with their shopping carts is like staying the 6 feet away. And so it's like you see somebody coming and like you kind of go, you know what I mean? It's all like you're going different ways. And it's just a small grocery store. And so everyone's kind of doing that, but they're stocked with like they have all fruit, they have bread, they have everything. Like I said, they didn't have paper towel, toilet paper, or flour. And that was it. Oh, and the other weird thing, they didn't have dish. What's it called? Like the little things for like a dishwasher.
Yeah,
the like detergent.
Not Tide Pods, but yeah.
Yeah, like the Tide Pods for those.
Like finishers or something like that.
Yeah. So they didn't have that. I actually got the last one of that Cascade. There you go. So like the Cascade pods, I got the last one.
And some lady reaches for it, and you're like, "Not today, bitch." You like put up a
exactly. I was like, "Yeah, not today, Granny." Yeah, so, but anyway, they had everything else. Everything else you wanted, they had it fully stocked meat market, lunch meats, everything like that. Everything was great. Hardly any customers in there. Like, it was like just like a normal day. When I went up to pay, there was just a couple people. But the thing is, like, when you're walking around, like, I felt like, have you ever seen the Hunger Games?
Yeah.
And like at the beginning of the Hunger Games, when like Katniss Everdeen like goes through like the black market, like that's what it felt like.
Where she gets the Mockingjay pin.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. So
and overtake it.
No, that's yours, my dear.
Yeah,
but that's what it felt like.
You'll need it for later. Just trust me.
Yeah, may the odds be forever in your favor. Right. Oh, I love that.
So great. I get the chills every time when she turns to the camera and puts it up, and all those people were like, "You got it. Let's fight."
And then boom, boom. Everyone gets shot. Everyone who did it got shot.
By the peacemakers or whatever they're called. What are they called? Peacemakers?
No, I think they're called the out of shape stormtroopers. Each one of those guys look like if you put me in a onesie, like an Under Armour onesie. Like their bellies are like over. They're supposed to be these like tough like stormtrooper guys, and they're out of shape and everything.
They're like, okay, put on these onesies and then put all over top of it this old Rawlings catcher's gear that we had that was left over that from ROBF, and we'll just go ahead and put that on. You'll look totally tough.
You look sweet because the main thing is the helmet. Like everyone's drawn to the helmet, right? That's why goalies and hockey are awesome and lacrosse because helmets are rad. What makes a knight cool? Absolutely nothing. His helmet.
That's true. And if it's got a pointy snout on it, you're like, dude, I bet you can smell really good with that.
The rest of the night is like the Tin Man. That ain't cool. But you get Gladiator, Russell Crowe, and just put on that helmet. Sweet.
Done.
So anyway, I'm there.
The vibe was cool.
The vibe was weird. It was definitely weird, right? But yeah, I felt like I was part of like the French Resistance or the Underground Railroad, like trying to get there and like get supplies and like, oh, they got this and they got this and oh, I can get this because this might work like a week from now. I might need this, kind of doing that type of stuff.
So we went to the grocery store. It would have been a week ago at this point. I took Grant and Morgan. So my wife didn't want to go because she was working. I took the kids and I was like, all right, here's the deal. You can't.
Here's the deal. Don't get sick.
I'm like, don't touch everything because the two of them have a tendency to touch everything for no reason.
Why would you take them?
Because they needed to get out of the house. It was a bad.
I'll give you that.
Everyone was going stir crazy. They needed to get out of the house. Because I don't know if we told you guys, but like when everyone was talking about the quarantine, we decided to do it a little bit earlier than everybody else. Like we were probably a week ahead of everybody. We're such a trendsetter. We listened to Radiohead way before everyone else.
We like 21 Pilots way before they hit.
I won't even.
We were quarantining in mid-November. I have a friend who does who's an English teacher in China, in Wuhan, and they told me in Thanksgiving. And so since then, we've been self-quarantined.
I knew somebody whose sister works for the FBI who forwarded a tweet to me that said that we should be quarantining, and we did it.
We did it then.
Yeah. Anyways, okay. So we had already been like seriously home for like a week. So I took them and you wipe down the card or whatever. The one thing that was weird at the Meijer that we went to, no music playing, which made it like ultra creepy. Like even if it's not Richard Marx or like, something's telling me it might be you all of my life. You know that one? The theme from Tootsie?
Yeah.
Baby, it's you. It's you. It's you. It's you. What? I'm going to take it one step farther.
Oh, you always do.
Waited for all of my life. Anyways, even if they're not playing that or Jay Towers is talking at the one I go to, the Kroger sometimes I go to, it's like, hey, everybody, it's Jay Towers. Don't forget to get Meijer meat. And you're like, why are you talking? Like what?
And you get to the end cap and he's just standing there with the bullhorn. You're like, what? I thought you've been on the intercom system, and he's just there. He's just a Meijer. He does the news, and then he works at Meijer.
Camera ready, full makeup, camera ready.
Wearing the makeup bib.
Yeah. Have you ever seen at one of those stores, especially like Sam's Club or Meijer or anything, and they'll be like, ladies and gentlemen, in just about 15 minutes, we're going to be having a demonstration in the back. If you want to come live. But the best part about it is it's always the guy wearing like the maroon shirt with the monochromatic tie. He's also the announcer who's like, in just a minute, we'll be doing something in the back. Give me 30 seconds to get back there because I'm also the person doing it.
Right.
Yeah. Grant and Wendy love watching those people. And like every time sit through the whole spiel and don't buy anything. But like
yeah, it just shocks me because they're like, yeah, look at this knife. Oh, wow, the knife cuts stuff. Like other knives.
Hey, a brand new knife cuts everything?
Wait a second. Are you telling me that knife, that's a sharp one? Like, what?
Wait, you brought a sharp knife to a demonstration?
This is crazy.
Yeah. So anyways, okay, we get to Meijer, no bread, no paper towel, whatever. And again, what was the one direction I gave? You don't know you're beautiful. No, but what was the one direction I gave those kids? Don't touch everything, right?
Right.
So Grant's whole deal.
I find it funny that you say don't touch everything. Most people would say don't touch anything. Like don't touch anything.
I feel like with my children, literally, if I can get out of that store without them touching 30 things, I'll take the 10 they're going to touch. Like no joke. There's no need. So Grant's 14. It walks
backwards. It's his new thing.
You guys rides a unicycle. No, he walks 3 to 4 feet behind us because he's just got to be like right. Like we're almost like the flying V in the Mighty Ducks. He walks just sort of behind us off the shoulder, but not equal. So even when you say, "Hey, can you walk up?" What? We'll just walk. What do you want? Like I'm like, "Can you walk with us?" What? You're like, okay. So I turn around. I am not joking. And people who can't see me right now, he is going boop 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 each individual item as he's walking, playing on his phone.
Are you kidding me?
I go, don't touch everything. He goes, what? I go, he goes, what's the problem? I go, I just told you, don't touch everything. I yelled that at Meyer. I'm a terrible father.
No, you did. You needed to. That was fair game.
Yeah, like I was just like, what? And Morgan looked at me and she's like, why is he touching everything? I go, I don't know. We just talked about this. We literally, it wasn't 2 minutes later, and he was boop, 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 touching every like as if it was
if it was June, last June, and he was doing that, you turned around, I'd be like, geez, Dad, dial it down.
Yeah, exactly.
But the fact that we're in the time that we're in, and he's like, are you kidding me?
Especially because he knows our friend who's a teacher in Wuhan. He got the same email you did that said, shut it down, bitch. Yeah. The other thing, okay, so we go to the store. We ended up getting everything that we needed. But the one thing is, like, we spent like $1 million. And I realized how we get into that position where we're like hoarders. Because at one point, I was like, hey, Morgan, we need, I forget what it was. Oh, dish soap. Not the stuff you put like Cascade, but like Dawn dish. She's like, do you think she get 4? And I was like, no, we can get 1 so that the people down there can all have 1. Like, but you realize, like, even when you're 12, you think like, I might not have any Dawn, so I might want to stock up. When you're like, no, you don't need to stock up on Dawn. We got to trust the process that eventually we will be able to wipe our ass with toilet paper. So like, we don't need to have a stockpile. Did you see the other day that Costco's not taking back toilet paper?
No, I didn't.
So
is this a thing? Like, people return it?
Well, yeah, because what happened was when they first announced coronavirus, people were buying cases upon cases. People were buying pallets of toilet paper in the thought that they were going to go on Amazon and other places and sell it back to people at a raised rate. Like, they were basically going to hold this society that we live in hostage for toilet paper. Well, then that never panned out, where people were like, I'll pay $75 for 1 roll, 1 ply. Like, it just didn't happen. So now people are like, I got a whole garage full of toilet paper. Could you please take it off? I'm going to return it. And Costco's like, no way, bro. Not taking it back. That's on you. It's like that dude that bought 17,000 bottles of hand sanitizer. Did you see that story?
No.
Guy in New Jersey. They announced Corona. First thing he does is goes every store he can find. Him and his stupid hillbilly brother drive to 3 different states and buy 17,000 bottles of hand sanitizer. Gets home, puts them on Amazon for $50 a bottle because he's basically feeding into public, people freaking out. Right. So puts it up there. Amazon catches it. He only sells 3 or 4 bottles before Amazon catches it. Like, dude, you can't do this. Like, that's not how Amazon Marketplace works. Okay. So then they put a story. They put a story up on New York Times that basically said this guy's like, hey, I don't understand why people won't buy my hand sanitizer. I bought this with my own money. This is how I was going to put my kid through college. People showed up at his house once they found out his name with like guns and were like, you're trying to prey on us. We're going to try to kill you. Cops showed up. Cops showed up at his house, took his hand sanitizer and made him donate it. So, and they said, then they charged him and he may go to jail now because of his total greed.
Well, I don't know how any of that falls legally, but it makes for a good story.
You don't think that? Okay. So what? Okay. Could you legally? Could he? They said there's some law, and this is in New Jersey. This isn't here. That along the lines of like inciting pandemonium or something.
You could probably.
David Lee Roth got like accused of it like probably 10-12 times.
Panama.
Panama at the exact same time.
Right. Okay. No, I mean, I think he could, like, as far as like price gouging, or if he incited like some sort of riot, like if he pulled up in a parking lot and everybody like bum rushed him and people are fighting to get hand sanitizer, I could see charging him with something there. But like,
maybe price gouging is what it was. I don't really remember. Again, this is not a news program, so don't hold me to any facts. But it makes a good story.
But I mean, think about it. Like, if Grant is selling a pair of shoes that drop today, and he bought them for $75, and he's selling them next week for $300, the police have no authority to come to you and say, you can't do that. Essentially,
Yeah.
that's all that guy is doing. So
Yeah,
you
you're
could,
right.
so Amazon could say, hey, you can't do this. You can't use us to do this.
Yeah, you can't sell them on our website.
Yeah, Facebook Marketplace could say, hey, you can't sell them on our thing. But like, I don't see what he could be charged with.
Well, okay,
And I don't see like how his hand sanitizer could be confiscated.
Yeah,
Like,
so basically what it sounds like to me is the federal government
that
showed
sounds
up.
like a CNN news story.
It was.
Yeah, about 10% facts. The rest, like, we'll make it sound good.
Yeah, hey, whatever.
Right.
We'll make it
Eighth
work.
grade book report. I'll read the first 4 pages, the last 5. We'll call it a day.
Who let the juniors out? Oh. How do I stop this? And